Good morning, Buffs. Welcome to this week's edition of NewsTeam Boulder. I'm Jimmy Searfoss.
And I'm Aiden Sloan. We have a mix of stories for you today, from national to campus news. Let's start by taking a look at the updates on former President Trump's first day of criminal trial, which took place yesterday.
The former U.S. President Donald Trump attended the first day of his trial yesterday in Manhattan Criminal Court. He is being charged for allegedly falsifying business records in attempts to hide hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. This marks the first criminal trial of any former president. Trump is being charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records. The charges stem from a $130,000 payment made by Trump's lawyer Michael D. Cohen to Daniels in the last days of the 2016 campaign to keep her quiet of any talk of their alleged affair. Trump will be back in court today as Judge Juan Mercan will question prospective jurors who have the ability to decide whether to convict Trump. Court officials and lawyers from both sides predict the trial will take around 6 to 8 weeks, and the trial will not be broadcasted, but there will be cameras stationed in the hallways of the courtroom to record Trump's comments as he enters and exits the trial. Trump has denied all wrongdoing. The trial will take place 4 days a week with the exceptions of Wednesdays and holidays.
In some breaking news, tensions in the Middle East continue to rise as Iran has launched over 300 drones and missiles against Israel on Saturday night. Correspondent Summer Al-Jabari has more on this.
Over the weekend, and for the first time in years, Iran responded to Israel's attack on the Iranian consulate in Damascus, Syria, killing 13 people, including senior Iranian commanders. Under international law, embassies of countries are seen as their sovereign territories and not those of the country hosting them. Therefore, embassies are inviolable and local law enforcement can only enter with the consent of the head of the mission, according to the Vienna Convention. Iran is a much larger country than Israel geographically and has a population of nearly 90 million people, which is about 10 times more than Israel. However, Israel does possess modern air defense systems and fighter jets funded by the United States. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, "We blocked, we intercepted, together we will win," about the attack. According to AP News, U.S. President Joe Biden said the United States will not participate in a counterstrike against Iran. However, Israeli military chief Lieutenant General Herzi Halevi said that the Iranian strikes will be met with a response. Back to you in the studio.
Various world leaders urge Israel not to retaliate. This is a developing story, and we will be sure to keep you updated. Coming up, we will share how Boulder, Colorado residents became a back-to-back Boston Marathon champion.
Helen Obiri of Kenya won her second straight Boston Marathon, finishing the race in 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 37 seconds. Jeez. Obiri became the first woman to win back-to-back titles since 2005. In the late months of 2022, Obiri joined a professional distance running club based here in Boulder called On Athletics Club. Since joining, Obiri lives and trains here in Boulder year-round. The high altitude, rolling trails, and temperate climate make Boulder an ideal location for distance runners. The town is about 8,700 miles from her hometown in Kenya, but Obiri is set to represent Kenya in the 2024 Paris Olympics taking place this summer. The two-time Olympic medalist hopes that her training here in Boulder will help her claim her third Olympic title. Up next, correspondent Ivana Olivas will give us the latest on all things weather.
Hi Buffs, I'm Ivana Olivas here to bring you the latest weather updates. It's gearing up to be a pretty overcast week, but the temperatures won't drop too drastically. As we look at our 7-day forecast, you can see tomorrow will bring likely showers and high winds up to 14 miles per hour and a high of 71. On Thursday, we may get some light snow in the morning with a high of 48. And the weekend will be a bit cooler. We'll see some rain with highs in the 50s. And as the weekend comes to Saturday close, we move into Monday. We'll see sunnier skies with highs in the 70s, and then the clouds move back in on Tuesday. Now let's move into our ski report. As the season comes to an end, the resorts are seeing less and less visitors, and they're slowly closing, but a couple remain open. Eldora sits at 40 inches of machine-groomed snow with 3 out of 10 lifts open. Loveland has a base depth of 64 inches. Vail sits at 69 and Winter Park at 83 with 15 out of 25 lifts open. So if you're looking to make it up to the slopes one more time, now is the time before all the resorts close for the season. Now, April is really living up to the phrase April showers bring May flowers, but what causes the extra rain in April? It's the position of the jet stream or air currents that circle the globe. The phrase dates back to the year 1610 when a poet said, "Sweet April showers do bring May flowers." Thanks for joining me for today's forecast. Make sure to squeeze in a little outside time in between homework today before the blue skies disappear for a couple days. Back to you at the desk.
Up next, we have a unique way for students to earn some extra cash.
And we're going to take a look at one of CU's clubs that happens to be one of the largest of its kind in the country.
With just 3 weeks left in the semester and warmer weather on the way, you may be wanting to soak up the sun and take a dip in the pool. In that case, we have some good news for you Buffs. The Buff Pool welcomed its first visitors this semester with a splash last Friday. It will be open for limited days and hours in April and May, depending on weather. CU is the only university with a pool in the shape of their mascot, and the Buff Pool is the only buffalo-shaped pool in the world. Check out the daily schedule online at the Rec Center's website to confirm open days or hours. The pool has a jetted area and a lounge chair, sunbathing shelf, and an area to play water volleyball and basketball.
Calling all performers and talented Buffs, the Prime's Got Talent show is the perfect place for you to display your skills for a chance to win a huge prize. NewsTeam's Sarah Grimm has more on the opportunity.
Good morning, Buffs, and welcome back to NewsTeam Boulder. I'm Sarah Grimm. Do you have a talent and want a chance to win a prize from Coach Prime? Well, you're in luck. As a part of Black and Gold Weekend, featuring the spring game and the show with Lil Wayne, Prime's Got Talent will take place at the CU Event Center on Thursday, April 25th at 6:30 p.m. The winning prize of the talent show is $2,100, so if you think you have what it takes, make sure to register to participate with a 3-minute video of you performing your talent to primesgottalent@gmail.com. Attendance and participation is open to all CU students, staff, and the general public. To watch all of these talented Buffs and a surprise special guest in action, you can get your tickets for the show at cubuffs.com.
If you can't make it to Prime's Got Talent, make sure you support your Colorado football team here at the Black and Gold Day spring game and grab your ticket for the show featuring Lil Wayne on April 27th. That's exciting.
NewsTeam correspondent Madeline Heath introduces us to a unique sport that's building community and making a difference.
Cornhole isn't just for backyard barbecues and family reunions anymore, but rather is gaining popularity on college campuses and even being featured on television. But you may be wondering, what is cornhole?
Basically, it's a team game. You're on a team with one other person. You each have 4 bags, and you're basically trying to throw onto the board, and then going to the hole is 3 points, landing on the board is 1 point, and yeah, you're trying to beat the other team.
Now that we've learned what cornhole is, let's toss it back in time to the 14th century in Germany, where many believe cornhole started. Others believe it started with the Black Hawk tribe in Illinois, or even with farmers in Kentucky in the 1800s. But as you can see, it's flourishing here at CU Boulder, as this cornhole club is the largest collegiate cornhole club in the nation.
CU Cornhole Club reached 250 members at one point and currently has
120 members, and yeah, I think it's just, we had that Instagram posts go viral, so our Instagram has a lot of followers. Yeah, I think just being out here every week and people see us playing cornhole, and cornhole's an enjoyable game, so it's not hard to attract people to it.
But the club was created with the intention of more than just playing a game.
Yeah, CU Cornhole Club is honestly just a great way to get students involved and just honestly come out, meet new people, play cornhole, learn about cornhole, and just spend time with friends.
This club's impact goes beyond CU Boulder's fair and field and an Instagram account.
So we go to tournaments every week as a club. Tournaments in Longmont and Denver like every week, so people go to those and play. And then there's collegiate tournaments. There's one in Myrtle Beach at New Year's every year. Send a group of people to Myrtle Beach every year over New Year's. Yeah, that's really fun. It's a big tournament. You get to be on ESPN if you make it to the championship, so that's pretty fun.
Although the club has built a strong community within and with other cornhole athletes, they have also amassed many fans.
I mean, it's just cool to have merch. I feel like people like buying cool sweatshirts. I've seen like random people on campus that I've never seen at Cornhole Club before just wearing our merch. So it's cool. Yeah, I think it's just a fun way to get people involved and share our brand around campus. Yeah.
But the fans are not just riding for the brand, because the club has a larger goal than bringing awareness to the underrepresented sport. They are also doing good for a community in need. 100% of the proceeds from the club's merchandise goes towards pancreatic cancer research. Madeline Heath, NewsTeam Boulder.
If you are interested in supporting the CU Cornhole Club, you can visit bonfire.com to purchase merchandise, or you can join by attending the weekly 6 to 7 p.m. Thursday practices.
Practices? I mean, it looks like fun. Weather's going to be nice. That's what Yvonne said. I'm excited to do that.
Awesome. Yeah, just watching them play makes you want to get outside.
It's going to be a good time. Well, that's all we got for you here today on NewsTeam Boulder. I'm Jimmy Searfoss.
And I'm Aiden Sloan. Be sure to join us next week, Thursday at 11 p.m.